Good afternoon, class. I just want to run a quick video for you guys so you can get set up for today's substitute lesson. It's going to be quick. I want you to work on your lab report guide a little bit today. Starting here, go into the class website and, of course, down to our current unit. And you're going to go all the way down to lesson 11 where we started in the last class. And I want you to focus right here on the lab report that we started. Okay? Make sure that you guys watch this video, which you're seeing right now, and then you're going to go back to your lab report guide in order to complete the lesson. I know we left off kind of quick in the last lesson, so I want to make sure that you understand some of the components that you need to fill in. Okay? First, we've talked about the background. Again, your problem should be along the lines of how you are going to be testing these different concrete bricks for strength. Your hypothesis is your best guess. So thinking of the different materials that go into your brick, you're going to want to comment on what's going to help make the strongest brick. Materials are obviously everything that we're working with, so make sure you keep a pretty good list of that. One thing we didn't get to talk about much were the controls. So keep in mind that for your variables, the constants, okay, this section here, are what we are keeping the same in the entire experiment. So things like the size of the brick, the way that you make the brick, how long they take to cure, and the way that we are breaking them. Those types of things are what we're going to keep the same in the entire experiment. Our independent variable is the one thing you're going to change. Okay? So our main focus here is the recipes that we are using. So keep in mind that your independent variable should talk about the recipe or the ratio of what we're using. The outcome is what we are going to measure. So remember, in this case, we're going to be breaking those bricks, and you want to be able to record how much force it takes to break one of those bricks. So keep that in mind for your dependent. For your procedure, I want to see detailed steps about how you made the brick, what was the recipe that you used, and then how did you test that recipe. So what I'd like to share with you very briefly is just a quick idea of the setup that you're going to do. So again, tell me when you're making the brick. So you're going to take just this simple cup like this, and your goal is to say how much concrete are you going to put into it, how much sand are you going to put into it, how much gravel are you going to mix in, and then how much water are you going to mix in as well. Okay? Remember, we're operating, it's pretty basic, but we're going to use a teaspoon as our unit of measure. You're going to say how many teaspoons you want to put in. You're going to want to describe in your procedure how you are mixing. Do you mix it for 10 seconds? Do you mix it for a minute? And then be sure to indicate the bricks that you're going to pour this mixture into. So once you have everything mixed, you're going to make all of our bricks. You should make, on average, 15 about per group. And then once we have our bricks, you're going to want to test these on the edge of a table. So once you've made your bricks and taken them out, you can put them near the edge of a table like this. All right, so it's hanging on the edge. You're going to want to explain how it's being held onto, and then you're going to take a weight, and you're going to hang weights on there and determine how much weight can this hold, and each time we can increase and try bigger and bigger weights to see how strong our bricks are. Again, to determine how they hold up to something like tension. Okay? After that, you should be able to set up a data table. Okay, in this section here, your data table should indicate the different bricks you tested, and ultimately you want to leave space for gathering evidence from other groups. Okay? So get your lab report done through the data table today. If you're done, there's a few physics games you can play at the end of this lesson, which you will find right here. All right. Make it a good day, guys.